are rumors about trade deadlines and everything coming up. Do you let yourself get curious about what possibilities could be in there for the Cowboys, or you stay out of it?
I stay out of it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. My fault. Why are you so close?
I've been in those media scrums, and there's not a whole lot of personal space, so I understand where CD's coming from there. Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. It is time for KSAT Sports Now, live from the heart of the KSAT 12 newsroom. We're talking Spurs, college football, NFL, and of course, previewing tonight's BGC slate, starting right now. All right, it's Spurs game day. The Silver and Black are in the Big Easy tonight, taking on the Pelicans, who lost their first game of the season to the Grizzlies 128-122. Now, in the Spurs regular season debut, we saw their first round draft pick, number 2 overall, Dylan Harper, come off the bench, and he had a rough start in the first quarter, but he quickly adjusted in the second. Let's listen to what last year's Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle, thought of the rookie in his first game.
Yeah, Dill, he's been hooping all summer, all training camp. So, I knew once he got settled in, he'll be fine. He started off the game kind of shaky, but picked it up quick and helped us a lot.
Definitely, I think just getting comfortable. Obviously, first game jitters, first time playing jitters, but I think after the first quarter, I kind of came back to myself, and I just started letting the game come to me.
Was it at all difficult to fight through that first quarter period?
You're going to have games like that. I've had games like that where I started off like that, very slow. But just getting in the, I got to do what I got to do to make an impact on the game. And I think once I sat down, came back to myself, I think I was good from there.
Well, Dylan was quite efficient. He shot 50% from the field in his debut. Dylan Harper had a very efficient opening night. He shot 50% from the field. So the Pelicans and Spurs tip off tonight at 7. Then on Sunday, the Spurs take on the Brooklyn Nets at home. It's their home opener. That one tips off at 1 o'clock.
When Coach said, hey, we're not even going to have a defensive players of the week or anything like that.
It wasn't a bad reaction by anybody on the team. We knew what we did. We knew how the game went. It wasn't our best game. So nobody was really overwhelmed or anything like that. We knew what we had to get done, and we didn't complete that job fully.
Well, Texas A&M head coach Mike Elko usually begins his weekly press conferences with some player awards. But this week, he didn't give any to the Aggie defense. Now, they may have won over Arkansas on Saturday, but the defense struggled to stop the Razorbacks, allowing them to score 42 points. The Aggies are now the number 3 team in the nation, still undefeated, and they have a fun rivalry game coming up live here on KSAT 12 tomorrow. Here's the matchup, number 3 Texas A&M at number 20 LSU. It kicks off at 6:30. Again, that game is live on KSAT 12, a huge game, so be sure to flip your channel to us. Kicking off at 3:15 tomorrow is number 22 Texas. They're at Mississippi State. That'll be a good one as the Longhorns try to continue to prove themselves in SEC play. All right, Trinity is hosting Center. Trinity is 5-1. Their last game, they beat Rhodes 63-0. Kickoff is at 12:30. And also tomorrow, UIW visiting UTRGV for their first ever meeting. It's also UTRGV's first football homecoming game. That's a 7 o'clock kick. It's prime time, going down on ESPN+. Well, can the Cowboys get their first win streak of the season this coming Sunday? We're about to find out. Dallas has proven they can put up points, but can the defense keep the Broncos at bay? Denver is 5-2 and have won all 4 of their home games. And how will the players adjust to the altitude when they get to Denver?
Obviously just mentally prepared, right? It's not really any type of condition that we can put ourselves in down here in Texas to really equal up to what it's going to be like in Denver. But as for us, just mentally prepare And then for myself, just get ready to, stay hydrated for the most part and be able to run throughout this whole elevation situation.
CD Shotty talked about stacking wins the other day. Obviously, you guys are looking for your first, 2-game winning streak of the season. 7 games in. What do you feel like you guys have proven so far?
What have we proven? That we're going to fight to the end, man. This game ain't over until, we all know that saying, until the fat lady sings. So, for us, we're just going to keep fighting throughout this whole game, no matter what ebbs and flows that we go through, good or bad, just keeping the main thing, understanding that the end goal is to win the game, and we know it ain't going to always be the prettiest, but it's about overcoming.
The 3-1 Cowboys look to move a game above 500 at the Broncos for a 3:25 kickoff on Sunday at Empower Field at Mile High. The Houston Texans are looking to get back in the win column after losing on Monday Night Football in Seattle. Now, defensive end Will Anderson Jr. in the defense, they played pretty well. Anderson Jr. got his first touchdown, and he's looking forward to facing his former teammate from his Alabama days, quarterback Mac Jones. Anderson Jr. shared a pretty funny story of how they first met.
Me and Mac Jones got an interesting story. My freshman year at Alabama, early in the road, and they were going through the fourth quarter program, and this is when he was announced the starter QB. And we had a little rough showing at first. We were walking around after doing our break, and I don't even know, he's always bleeding during fourth quarter somehow. And he walks up to me randomly, and he was like, "Stars don't matter here." And that was like the first interaction we had. And I was like, this guy's a But ever since then, we've been cool, and I'm excited for him, and I can't wait for this matchup.
He's a pretty funny dude. He seems kind of.
Yeah, he always have his little corny jokes, and he's a really good dude, man. I love Mac, man, and I enjoy playing with him.
Well, the 2-4 Texans will face the 5-win 49ers at home. It's a Sunday noon kickoff. All right, coming up after a short break, week 9 of the high school football season is underway, and we're previewing our Friday night coverage, including our 3-stop road trip. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to KSAT Sports Now, everybody. Week 9 of the high school football season is underway right now, and a number of game times were moved up today as teams try to avoid the possibility of inclement weather coming our way. Let's take a look at the full Week 9 Friday night slate. There's a lot of action going on, and here's what we're covering. New Braunfels and Smithson Valley, that's our game of the week. Ingram Moore facing Marion. They kicked off all the way as early as 6 o'clock. Seguin versus Wagner. We also have Alamo Heights going head-to-head with McCullum. Edison and Lanier duking it out at Alamo Stadium. Taft and Harlan going head-to-head. We also have Stevens versus Brennan. Reagan versus Churchill. Johnson and Lee, as well as New Braunfels, Long Creek, and Central Catholic. Well, there are 3 stops on our Week 9 big game coverage road trip, and one stop is in Natalia for the Mustangs' big date with Poth. Now, everyone wants to hand the Pirates their first District 15-3A D2 loss since 2016, and Natalia has all the motivation in the world to try and accomplish that feat, as the Mustangs are just hanging on to the final playoff spot in their district. Natalia is 2-2 right now in district competition, and most recently they dropped a Week 8 contest at Cotulla 42-7.
This is a big week. This is a big game for us to get into playoffs, to get a playoff shot. So we're going to take it very seriously. We're going to come out and we're going to come and play hard. Overall, we've been pretty hyped at practice. Getting ready. Even though we have a big game this week to help our playoff chances, so we've been pretty. Andrew's been there all week.
Poth is a tough opponent. Coach Luna at Poth does a great job year in and year out with those guys. So I know he's going to have them ready. They're playing some good football right now, and it's going to be a tough one for us, but I'm pretty confident in our guys and their abilities.
Can't wait for that one. All right, we'll have a full recap of all these games coming up on the Night Beat. Here is the route that our photographer Adam Barraza is on first. We have Bandera playing at Devine. The Bandera Bulldogs enter the week 7-0. They most recently beat Pearsall 49-7 in October 9th, and they're rested coming off of a bye week. Meanwhile, Devine is 3-5, and they've won 2 games in a row. Our second stop, which one is the one we just talked about, Poth at Natalia. The Pirates are 6-1 with a 4-0 district record, and their only loss in non-district play was to Shiner in week 3. They're on a 4-game winning streak, the Pirates are. Natalia is 4-3, and they are coming off of that loss to Cotulla. In our third and final stop on this week's BGC road trip, we have Cole playing at Lytle. The Cole Cougars are 2-5, looking to snap a 4-game losing streak. Lytle is 3-4. And they've lost 2 straight going into Friday's home game.
What are your plans after college?
After high school, I plan. You're okay. After high school, I plan to attend Wayne State College and play Division II volleyball and study pre-athletic training.
Mark getting ahead of himself there. All right, make sure to join us Sunday night for our new Scholar Athlete of the Week, and on Wednesday during KSN when we stream our interview with Steele High School's Sophia Fisher.
My agent deals with all of that, and I think for me, what will make me, get that, contract, that extension is by being myself.
Hey, Rook, you still going? Hey, Rook, number 11.
You know I was calling you.
Hey, you always answer to the veteran. In case you missed it, Larry Ramirez went one-on-one with the Spurs' Jeremy Sohan and De'Aaron Fox. We streamed those interviews before the Spurs kicked off their season, but if you want to go back and watch them, or if you missed them, you can see them both right now in the full episode section of KSAT.com. All right, we'll see you later, everyone. Tune into the Night Beat tonight and stream our BGC coverage on the Night Beat and after the Night Beat. Thank you to our producer, Dan, our sports photographers for getting out there and getting all of our awesome coverage, and our director, Johnny. Everyone, have a great weekend.